today we're going to talk about this eye massager from RENPHO, and a special thank you to them for sending it out to me so that I can showcase it to you. Today we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about all the different features and specs, how it comes in the box, how easy, basically nothing required, it is to set up, the voice controls and how you can hear that while it's on, everything that I like. If there's anything that I don't like or just find a little problematic, we'll talk about that too. And then we'll round off with whether or not I think it's worth it for you to check it out.
We can start by taking a look at everything that comes in the box. I like that this is a beautiful heavy-duty box. You've got the user manual wrapped up nicely, which is a nice little touch there. We have our charging cord, which is going to be USB-C on one side and USB standard on the other. And then you have the actual massaging eye mask. So let's pull that out and take a look. I do appreciate, again, that this is packaged really nicely, right? Very thoughtful, intentional packaging happening here. These are covered to protect them right out the gate so that you know that your first user. You can see that we have all of our different control buttons, and I will show you how all that works in a second. And then here on the back side, when the mask opens, this is where the massage is going to happen. And then, of course, you do have an adjustable head strap. So let me get these on and I'll show you how they work.
Okay, so it's time to try this on. First of all, remember that we have this adjustable strap. I have it adjusted for my head right now. I know where I'm going because I have been using this for a couple weeks, right? So I wanted to make sure that I knew exactly how it worked. It did take a little getting used to just to learn what buttons I needed to push, but once I did, it has been so great. So keep in mind, we have these three buttons: the power button, the change in like intensity, and then the music. And the music can connect to your phone, so you can have Bluetooth. So you're gonna put it on, and then once you put it on, make sure you're nice and tight. Remember, take out any contacts or any other things like that. And then you're gonna push the power button and it's gonna talk to you.
Please close your eyes, relax, and enjoy.
Now that I know what settings that I have because it talked to me, I can toggle through what I want. So if I push the power button again, it'll toggle through the different types of settings.
Air pressure plus heat plus vibration. Air pressure plus heat.
Once I get to the setting that I want, I can also change the intensity. See, I have the two different buttons and it switched it. So that's how you toggle through. If you want to change with the music, you hit the music button and it'll adjust that music. So final thoughts. Well, first of all, I love that there's no setup required. This thing comes ready to use right out of the package other than charging. The biggest thing you have to remember is where the charge point is. See how it's right here? Sometimes when I'm tired, I forget that. After using it for a couple of weeks, I found that I really like this. The one thing to note that may be a more, I guess it could be a con, right? Is that your head size is going to change how this works for you. My husband and I both have big heads, so this fits on us pretty good, right? It's fitting over my head. You can see that it's almost not, mine has a little bit of a crease. His, when he wears it, has no crease. If you had too much of a crease, I don't know that you'd get the same pressure, but I do really like that. The best part about this, though, is that it talks to you, right? While I appreciate that I have the divoted controls, without that voice control, I don't think I'd be able to really know what's going on. So I love, love, love that it has the voice control, that I can hear it while I'm wearing it to make sure I get the settings exactly the way I want. When we're talking about cons, besides this shape, right? Like this shape is going to be trickier if you have a small head, but if you have a normal or a large head, this thing's going to work awesome. That's all I've got, right? I think you're going to love it. I personally am not a fan of vibration, but my husband loves the vibration. I love the pressure, and I love that I can pair it with my phone for the music that I want to listen to while I'm doing this. So overall, this guy has been awesome. It's been a nice little addition to help me calm down and relax and help me prevent getting those strong headaches when I've had a busy day and haven't taken the time to do that. So if you're looking for a great little eye massager, I'd encourage you to check this one out.
Air pressure only. Heat only. Vibration only.